Alrighty. So I set myself up with the pole pruner, just with one extension. I didn't want to bring the whole other one. It's kind of long. I guess maybe be hard to maneuver up there was my thought. Easier with a shorter one. All right. Get the old harness off. And see, so I got my saw. Just this little guy. I suppose I'll leave that one on to climb up for now. And then look, see, there's a new little sprout. Yep. All right, so we'll go up. Yeah, we're just gonna work our way right up these trunks. All right, I'm gonna finish getting this one. Yep. Ooh. Nice. We'll get these on the way down. That one. We'll get this one for now. Yep. So these lower ones will do with the bigger saw. Get rid of that later. So make my way up there. Oh, you know what would be good to have is my ascender. I'm gonna want that. Okay, so in here, you know what? I'm gonna try this new one. So this is my foot ascender. It just has a little cleat, a cam that catches. This one's for the right foot, and I wanted a backup. And you know me, I ride the sales. The left foot one was discount, like almost 40% off kind of thing. So my backup is a left footer. I'm gonna try it out. Oh, this gotta get loosened way up. So this, oops. Like I say, it catches the rope. So I haven't put this on yet. So I think that. So then you adjust it like this. I have a bigger boot than that. And I don't know if this is visible. So, yep, still more. So you keep it coming through. And that's better. Oh. And just pulls through these. Crank on it. Pretty good. Yeah, I like it. All right. Cool. So that'll help me if I need to climb up the rope. All right, so I mean, I can probably just start climbing for now. I'll hook myself up. I'm just gonna kind of loosely. All right. So it's not just about coming up and be really delicate in a tree like this. Suppose I could wear gloves. It feels kind of nice right now, but hey, I'm raw. All right, so from here I should probably start pruning on my way up. Now I'm sitting into it. Get rid of this. So I just start. The silky is sharp. You know, even that little bit of cutting through like that can be really a lot. Where even right now, like in theory, I should be tied in twice, even cutting with the silky. But of course, we know you just got to know at what moments you're relying on something that could go differently for you. So, I want to keep going up, but I think I should clear the bottom because it helps when you're throwing things down too. You see how everything's getting caught. Yeah, it can be a lot to take in, and sometimes, and it takes me a while to get to this place. Sometimes you just got to start, just cut and cut and cut and make it happen. Oops, a little bit of a weird angle. See, some of these cuts would be fine to make with that big silky, like this deadwood. I almost thought about bringing them both. Well, I did think about it. But it's kind of nice. So here, it's hard to say. I'm going to cut it out a little bit. Like, it doesn't always have to be right up on there. It's better to cut too far out than too far in. So even here, I could leave a little more of a stub, but I'll come back here. So see, the disadvantage, like for that cut, having a fine blade is nice. And for those little guys. And for this, the blade just pinches more than that big one. That big one really clears the chips. But yeah, I mean, this thing is awesome. And I had that little one. I'm so glad this came in because I have this reach. And so that I can get with hand shears. There's like a big, I wonder if I should just have the silky too. That would be, whoops, kind of like have that as my chainsaw. So see, this one, I have it tied really loose. So right now it's just giving on me, but I'm like aware of that. I'm not, but if I really sit into it, it'll slip sometimes. I might go back down. Yeah, and I'll get the bigger silky because then I can make those cuts. And I'm just thinking about the right now the chafing on there and trying to be mindful of like whether I should just free climb down just to be not wearing it like that too much. Yeah. I think, I don't feel like it's the worst thing for the tree. Like I said, it's kind of in the greater good of things. It's better for the work to be done with a little bit of, I'm damp. Maybe if I'm scraping the bark off and things like that. But okay. All right, I'm gonna get the silky. Oh, here it is on the outside. So I'll have double. This will be my chainsaw. I'm gonna get rid of these things. So that's our tree. I think it's gonna be okay. Feel it. All right. Now I have the big silky. Now cuts like this, I'm gonna be ready for. So I can buck in right here. Take care of this zone with more. Oops. See, leaving a tail like that is hazardous because look, I just caught on something below me, and that's no fun. All right, I'll just come around here. Ooh. What's going on here? There we go. Yeah, and too much slack there. How's that? Yeah, so I can, and I could tie in again. in this case, I don't need to. I'm just hanging out. Oops, get rid of that. Yeah, so now the, oops, should come up. See, that's the thing, like this guy, tough time reaching in those places like the little one, eh? Sorry, that's a sprout. Leave it. So, I mean, that little one is nice because see, it's a smaller blade too. Like this one, I'm having to position my arms differently and stuff. But these cuts here, this is what I should focus on. So maybe I don't work in stages. On this one too. Well, that one I could get that from the ground, but I want to get it out of the way. So forget it. Silky all day. Forget about it. All right. This little bit, I'm going to leave a little bit of a, I'm going to cut it further out there. Maybe this could wake up. Yeah. It's also a home for a bunch of moss and stuff. I'm going to cut it way out here. So here's the 3-part cut. Or whatever it is. Like so, and give it an undercut so that it doesn't peel. Because otherwise when you come through it peels. So I'm going to come right on top this time. Whoop. Come on, there you go. So yeah, there we go. So here, this one's obvious. Don't cut it back, just cut it. Leave the living wood. All right. So there's stuff out under there. This one feels like, yeah, this one, huh? A little bit of it. Just I can feel it. It's hollow. Look at that end dead. This end and this might have some out there, but how about this? Wait a minute. Something feels off, but it's a big cut. Don't rush. Oops, uh-oh. Look at this, I got a loop going. That is very interesting to feel out. I wonder if this, like I said, this one here is rubbing on the tree. And I believe it needs to go. I think that rubbing is not good and it's not too far yet. So, oh, very careful. So it's going to go. I'm going to cut it out here first and then do a proper pruning cut inside. So here I'm going to do the 3-part cut. 1, undercut. All right. Once, give it a kerf. Now come in a little bit, out, away towards the weight. And so drop it cut. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The finish cut. The pruning cut. I'm going to make it out here a little bit. I'm not going to try to get all in there. So this blade, it actually has coarser teeth at one part of the blade. It has 6.5 and it has 5.5. Ooh, teeth. Forget which way is which. 5.5. So it's coarser out here and a little finer in here for you to make that finishing cut a little more clean. So, oops, uh-oh. What's going on over here? This should be running underneath these. Don't like how that's running. Rope and blade, very, risky combination. So this should be routing underneath here. Maybe I'll do by, what's going on? This is on that. So putting that there, is that gonna work? Kind of a weird little setup. Okay, and this is annoying me, that this is nice in certain times, but I'm gonna retie this. Bucket. I'll check out my other system. See how this is doing. Well, let me get to another place. I'm trying to figure out how this is. What's going on out here? That is. This guy, it feels like this one has it, but does it? Yeah. So see this one. That part out there almost looks alive, but it's like it's hard to tell what's coming from what. That's the thing. Sometimes it looks. That one kind of does, but this one, does this one look alive? This one does. That tip out there. This is a big branch there. So it's alive here. This is alive. This is alive. But maybe that section there where it's really interfering. But then it's tough. Very, very tough to make these calls. So this kind of feels suspect too. It's not quite as much life going on in this one. So I take a lot of time making the assessment. The cutting is, it's just a part of it. I'm gonna go get rid of, let's see, that one's of course dead. And then what about this guy? How's that looking? A lot of them, it's really hard to say. Like that one's definitely alive. This one, I don't know. Does look alive at the tips, but so much of this interior, these are really, really grown in, and I gotta trust the underlying structure. And I'm gonna come after, some of these that are. I'm gonna have to take this very delicately, like step by step. It's just not so easy to tell, because there is a lot of disease going on, and it's kind of throughout. Like this whole branch, like I say, it does feel kind of weird, but then I see it alive here. Oh, kind of set up for this. Bad foot positioning. There we go. Because that out there is definitely not good, but what to keep, what to get rid of. It's very, very hard to see. Same with this one. There's some stuff over here. Why don't I? There's some stuff that's clear. That area right there, for whatever reason, is I've got that down there. Really giving me a time. Oh. And I was gonna. Okay, that's the spot I had before. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna start going after some easy areas to get myself in the groove, because there is some stuff I can see really clearly. It just wasn't that stuff. Alright, cool. So now I can retie this. Why don't I go ahead and do that right now? Give this an extra wrap or something. Oh, let me make sure and keep this. And that was like a shoot, I forget right now.
So what should it be? Let me shake this out a little bit, because when you leave it, it'll get glazed on one side and kind of remember that shape, so it's good to shake the devil out of it.
See, catch all three. And then let's see. So, it's definitely going to catch, and that doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, oh, cool. Alright, so back to our shell. I want to come out here. So, what I want to do is catch myself out there. Around there somewhere. Alright. So, now, this is good. You know, with all this is just annoying. This is, oh, that branch is gonna go, because it's rubbing up there. Kind of should just like, just get this person away, because it's just annoying. Alright, and then, oops, that one, see, that's finer. Alright, let me see, let me get a little further out here. That would be nice. That would be pretty cool. This and this. See, this one has this like purpley that kind of. Now what's hitting it? This part of it. Geez, that branch really. Okay, there you go. getting to snips. It's a very well, just like it. There's so much going on, and you know, so it can be a challenge to. Okay, so I gotta be mindful. You know, this branch has got to hold me just because I'm tied into it, right? Doesn't mean that I still couldn't fall. But, so it's really important where you tie in. Oops. There is okay. Okay, it's these trees are unique. Getting to know them. Okay, I think to get out that far, I should be supported a little more. So I do not want to stress this branch. So I'm going to turn into this a little bit. Let out. Oops. Oh, there you go. Let off that earlier. Okay. Wow. So I feel like I'm learning a lot about how these trees are and what a good way to go about them is going to be. And you know, I might need to like take a top down. Just to be able to see what's going on. Yeah, it's a whole branch. Get rid of these. Oh, head. What's above me? Oh. Oh. I do find it binds a certain way. They have, once you release the tension, it'll pinch on a certain side. And so you have to push it and open the kerf with your pressure of your hand. And some of these small ones, you really have to like hold the branch to really make the cut. hopefully that kind of shares the wear. Oh, this one's going under that one, which I don't really like. I was thinking of using my rings, but I wanted to use that for the other one. So I'll go with this for now. And yep, yeah, keeping those ropes in order. Okay, so let off that. And let me get a little more comfortable. Oops, see that thing stick in my face. All right, let me get a little more up in here. Oops, I got this on the wrong place too. How funny. So I guess I could, you know, you can use the hips. It's a different way. This is more, it's kind of, you know, it's comfy because you can lean right back on your back. And if it's right near you, it's not above you, then this is great. And with this one, so I'm gonna let this off. Oh, this is my slack. I'm not really managing my slack very well. But what I think I'll do is I'm gonna switch this onto the ring and then have this just go to itself. And how about that one? And then yeah, so that's what I'll do with that. Well, let's just work right here for a little bit. But yeah, in some ways the hip isn't as comfy too. It's weird. It kind of is or it isn't. I'll leave my slack for now. I can see a lot on that side now that I'm up here. It's kind of nice sometimes just to get up sometimes, like where I think, oh, I'll go up on my way, but then sort of get, not distracted, yeah, I mean, sort of, you know, just to start cutting. It's a decent mentality to do in the tree, to just start cutting, but in these trees, because they're so special, really giving it a lot of attention. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. This one with that little tip, I can just get right in here. I'm not beating up the tree. It's called connecting with something up top. I couldn't bend it. I'm going to leave those little mushrooms. Why not? They're staying. All right, so this thing is interfering over there. But I'll go ahead and leave this little sprout. Okay, so that wasn't a proper pruning cut, but I made it. Gotta just cut really fast at the end. All right. You take a look at the big picture here real quick. Let me also, how high? Where can I get this? How high? See if I can get this over here. But really, I probably should be working the south side first. I'd like to get, I wonder if I could get up there and then over there. So let me see if I can get that. I did. I don't know. Oh, shoot! Just got a little bark in my eye. Oh, I didn't bring my I didn't bring a throw bag. Oh, this is like knocking loose a bunch of bark. I guess I have a face shield. Probably wise too, just for in case that. Here, that's fine. Oh, come on, a little more. So I'll give it a little flick. I got a ways to go of slack. Oh, was it where the? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Do I have? Okay. So here's where I need that slack. So I had that tied up a little bit. Now I need the slack. All right, and then keep this going the same path. And sure, I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. So that's, I'm at the end of, oh, it's just like a kink in there. Okay. So I'm going to start to take it on this. And see, so before you unclip the other one, you want to test your next one and really be in it, just so you don't end up with a surprise, getting flung, or sudden motions, right, are kind of the enemy of the. Well, they could bring on certain adjustments that you weren't really anticipating. Just come up a little bit, just so comfortable. It's amazing that it's a t-shirt day. It's February right now. Okay. Alright, here's some stuff. First, it's so funny, my silky, my array, so my chainsaw these days. Oh, yes, I wish that was down there. It's gonna make. Okay. This one's good, but that's kind of for the fine blade. See that? Alright, so this section over here, this is where, so I was considering whether to set up a central tie-in point, like up here. Of course now, I feel like I should. Now that I'm up here, I can see what's going on. But I also could just, it's just, yeah, like I can just work off of this. It would be nice if I were working off some kind of set of rings. Which I do have down there. Like a really tiny one, but I'm gonna go with making a session right now and not worrying about it. All right. Well. All right. So as far as interludes go, yeah, you're still running. We're here. Like this thing's just hanging. You see that stick right there? Yeah. There's a lot going on, and so this is the first tree I've climbed in the orchard. So I'm a little, like unsure about the lay of the air up here, and I'm getting a sense of it now that I'm up here, that yeah, that it's really, there's a lot going on, and it's hard. What's interesting about these is it's very hard to tell what's alive and what's dead, where sometimes it's very pronounced. Like that one was kind of pronounced compared to this one here. This one's clearly alive. Of course, if the bark is gone, but a lot of these, they look dead, but when I really look at them, like this here, inside it's alive. This one, I think I'm going to ditch that whole one because of the way it's going into the middle. This one looks healthier. So I'm going to, good though, like is there life here? There's life there. I'm going to leave a little bit of this interior. To make the cleanest cut, I should be holding this. That's going to be... Oh. Yeah, you see, that's live wood. It just, the ends of this tangling way out there. So that's like the biggest cut I've made so far on live wood. But I think that it coming, you know, it just, at some point it needs space. Something has to go. And I'm having a tough time with that in this tree because I don't want to remove very much. So I'm going to keep with that. I'm only going to, like, a heavy pruning dose shouldn't be more than 30%. That's the top you should take. In this tree, it's going to be 5 to 10%. And that, well, I guess if you're, yeah, absolutely. Or even if you don't include deadwood, you know, if the deadwood is if it's just what live wood that you're taking, I'm going to take probably less than 5%. I'm really going to only remove if there's a direct conflict between, you know, branches rubbing, which is what was going on right there. I just feel like every time you cut, it's like, like this one, it's laying on that stuff. And just, you know, in the end, the tree has a certain amount of vigor, which is like the capacity of the energetics that the tree has to work with year by year, and from its reserves and the seasons and everything. And when you reduce the capacity, which is the physical structure of the tree, then the same vigor is going into less capacity. So when done correctly, the idea is that you get more happening, right? So let's see, this one has a little bit of a wound there, and is crossing, and it's coming out of this nub in this weird area. Could stay. I mean, it's doing nice out there. I'm going to come in with the snips too. I've been kind of, because of the saw, I've got the saws, I've been favoring them. Usually I'd be up here with the snips a lot more. And I gotta say, I am jumping around a lot with, oh geez. So those are gonna be tough to, you gotta be really mindful up here for things getting caught. Definitely jumping around a lot with where I'm looking, and I'm just kind of, a lot of that is because I'm reading what the patterns of these trees are. What's really happening up here? That one's okay. That's dead. Is this? That's gonna go. Well, the other nice thing with working way down is that, well, I guess you're gonna go down either way, but you know, you gotta clear everything you drop. So like you can see these ones here, like this brand new stuff. I mean, that's cool, right? That's good to see. So it's also like these ones that are sort of struggling. I mean, that's a lot of capacity that's represented in there. So that's good. Oh, come on. Oh. You can't pull too fast or it'll cut. But those little teeth will grab. Okay. Okay. This one too, it just feels, there's a lot on the outside. Yeah. Oops. Get out there a little more. Let's see. Is that my, whoops. Jeez. Really got to be careful of these like this rope coming right next to there is not good. Definitely not good. So then, like, if I can pull this, keep that, that's, I guess, what I should be doing in these positionings, is keeping that out of the way. So, yeah, there's one. That's got to go. I guess I'm still right in here. And then what I can do is, since I'm leaning out this way, I can grab something over here. Again, I'm going to go around both of these just to share the load. I'm going to go the other way so that the rope isn't twisted and tangled. I mean, it could even come around here and get the whole tree, or like this. That's going to be it. And then that's a little bit weird. I'm on the hip here and this one there, but sometimes when it's sideways, it just sort of, it fits nice rather than having this try to come all the way over. So this guy right here, a lot of these are just, they're very middling, right? This one, I mean, yeah, you just gotta make space somehow. Light, flow. Oh. So I've got this like running through a couple of things so that I can tend it. Because it's about 27 feet of rope. Yeah, this here, I don't think so. This, okay, so yeah, I still will make some cuts here. So, I mean, that one, you know, it's alive, but then there's also this like darkness, which I'm not sure how normal that color is for these, but I really don't, because this like warmth is already kind of here, really want to limit cuts on live wood. Oh, shoot. So I caused a little damage there. So you got to be, you know, you need to be mindful that it's not without cost that we come up here. Jeez, this, what, how is this rope? Okay, that. Oh, you see that? The whole tree. Oh, the whole tree just moved. So there's a success. This one, can't tell. This is. I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this. Gotta make space somehow, you know. And so then, like this guy, which pull it in here a little bit more. You don't want to have your other hand like in the way of the silky. Like my hand was below there, and I'm like, nope. I want to protect that, keep it out of the way. Oh, see? I'm calling it out. Look at that. The silky caught me. My fingers are too cold to bleed. Well, first blood. First time that a silky is used, it is especially dangerous. And so, and yeah, I mean, to be working without gloves with a silky, definitely dangerous. And I'm just, and you know, and there it is. I know better, but it's kind of like a respect for me to have, I receive the small cuts to humble me to avoid the big ones. And so for me, having a blood relationship with the saw is a powerful thing, because I am here inflicting cuts And the, you know, the power that I have over this tree right now, you know, is also not without its cut. So thank you to the Silky spirits of the Silky for another blood relationship. Oh, geez, what's that? That's caught. Okay. Oh, see, the one thing with apple, these little, the nodes, there's tons of little mini nodes all along it, and any one of those will catch. So having it clear down below can make it kind of nice. There's a cut. Can I reach it? And that's a one where like this whole branch, you know, it's it's coming in over here, but then that's, you know, that's a very, that's the area where these choices become tough. You know, like here, this one and this one. One of these should really go. In this case, I think it's this, because then, you know, this branch becomes balanced, and I feel like this is in a good place. This is a nice kind of shape here, and allowing that to be really taking that corner. And it's okay for it to be tangly and stuff. I don't think that there needs to be always clear separation. Oh, there comes the blood. But yep. So I'm gonna do, yeah, I am gonna do a 3-part cut because oh, so okay. Get that this way. Okay, so that's like the biggest cut that I should make. That's like, you know, it would be, I mean, it's going to be cold. It's still cold. Like, it's going to be freezing next week. And it's not like it's real, like, true thaw. So, but I'm just aware that it's sort of like, it's second half of winter now. And so it be. Work gets done when it's able to get done. All right. I'll come out here a little bit and actually want to get in a little bit with the shears. This guy kind of, let that really, ooh, look at that. I have a little slice on this branch. This thing is so sharp, you just barely touch it and it will slice. So, like I say, I really don't want to take a whole lot. But some of these that are not really looking too hot, like that whole branch kind of isn't. So see, I can make these with this too. But like that, the cut with the Silky is better for the tree than that because of how that mashes the fibers. Oh geez, I got litter. Yeah, there's something going on here. I think, what's that all coming from? That's all coming from there. That's a nice big sturdy branch. This guy also has this. So see, like this whole part here is just So the thing that's good about that is like this is better for reaching way out, because when you try to make a saw cut with that, the whole thing shakes and it's hard to get it to really fall well. This thing doesn't feel right. It's good to have stuff like that inside, but that one, something was not right. I wonder how far down is that pole pruner? I didn't advance it with me. It's way down there. Because that would be another thing up here, is that I could rather than worrying about moving this around, I could reach a lot with that. So, yep, just learning. That one, I'm getting rid of that too. There's, yeah, it's something else about it. I'm gonna leave like some of these, these little sprouts, because I want the tree to have interior leaf. I want it to be able to get as much sun as possible. Absolutely. This one's gonna go. All right. Yeah. See, the pole pruner, I can see that being for that stuff out there. Unless I can probably get out there. Just ditch this. Maybe. Just hard because I would have to almost like come up. Here, so I can bring this one to the hip. See, it's not as comfy because with this, your whole butt is supported, where here I really have to lean into it to get it. Whoops. So that wasn't a good idea, having that over. All I'm doing is switching to here. Whoops. Alright. See, I should probably be getting that pole pruner before I really even set up here. See, this is where it would be cool to set up. See, I have a little friction saver and really set up in here. And yeah, it wouldn't take me long to go back down.